So moving on to number 9, still on the same paper from May June 2017. It says the equation of a curve is y equals 8 root x minus 2x. Find the coordinates of the stationary point of the curve. And we know at stationary point, the gradient is 0, so dy dx is equals to 0. So we're going to try and find dy dx for this expression. So that's y is equals to 8x to the power half minus 2x, and dy dx will be half multiplied by 8x now to the power minus half minus 2, right? And this will be 4 over root x minus 2. And at stationary point, we know this is equals to 0, so we can put 0 here. So this will be 4 over root x is equals to 2. Then 4 is equals to 2 root x, giving us 2 equals to root x, and x equaling to 4, since we're going to square both sides to get rid of the square root, right? And we're going to use this value, we're going to substitute it rather into this, right? So it will be y is equals to 8 root 4 minus 2, 8. And if you punch this in our calculators, we get y as 8. So the coordinates of the stationary point of the curve are 4 and 8, like that, and you get your 3 marks, right? Moving on to 9 part 2, it says find an expression for the second derivative and hence or otherwise determine the nature of the stationary point, right? We know the first derivative is 4x to the power minus half, or dy dx minus 2, right? So we're going to differentiate it further to get the second derivative. So we multiply this by 4, and that will give us minus 2x, then you subtract 1 from here. So minus half minus 1, it will be minus 1 and half, which is as good as minus 3 over 2, like that. So our second derivative will be minus 2x to the power minus 3 over 2, like that. And the question says hence or otherwise determine the nature of the stationary point. So we're going to substitute the x value of our stationary point here. So it will be minus 2 4 to the power minus 3 over 2. That will give us minus 3 over 2. That will give us minus 1 over 4, which is obviously less than 0. So if it's less than 0, then it's a maximum. It's a maximum. So then our part 3 goes on to say find the values of x at which the line y equals 6 meets the curve. You know the curve is an equation of y equals 8 root x minus 2x, y equals 8 root x minus 2x, right? So we want the x value, find the values of x at which the line y equals 6 meets the curve. See, y is equals to 6 and y equals to this, and we know where the line and the curve meet, y and y are equal. So we'll be saying 6 is equals to 8 root x minus 2x, like that. So taking everything to the left hand side, we'll get 2x minus 8 root x plus 6 is equals to 0, like that. And for this one, we are going to say let x to the power half, which is square root of x, be y. so that we turn it into a quadratic where we say 2y squared minus 8y plus 6 is equals to 0. And we can safely use the quadratic formula saying y is equals to 8 plus or minus root of 64 minus 4, 2, then 6, all over 2 multiplied by a, which is that. And we're going to get two values of y, which will be 8 plus root 64 minus 4, 2, 6 over 4. That will be 3, or the other one, or 1, right? And we know y is x to the power half, so we're still going to say x to the power half is equals to 3 or 1. And to find x, we know we're going to square both sides, right? So we do x will be 9 or 1, and those are the two x values that the question is asking us to find, right? X equals 9 or 1. Part 4 is now saying state the set of values of k for which the line y equals k does not meet the curve. We know from part A that the maximum point is 4.8. The reason why I called it a maximum is we saw that the turning point is a maximum at part 2 there, so meaning the curve is like this, and it is a maximum at 4.8. And we know lines that are y equals k or y equals a constant are horizontal lines like this, and for that line not to meet the curve, it has to be above 8. So we write k is greater than 8. If the value is 9 or more, taking for example y is equals to 9, it will be way above the curve, and y equals to 10, y equals to 11, like that. So the set of values is that where we have all the values of k being greater than 8, like this. So this becomes our answer, and that's it for number 9.